Getting in? Getting in. My face doesn't need to be quite that big, does it? I'm not the important part here. Alright, so we finished almost everything here. Almost everything here in Eversong. There is one, maybe two things that I found that I need to deal with. Rude. Birds. I knew that was going to happen. I might have a potion here. Might not. I just wanted one bird. I didn't want three. Yeah. Potion there. Okay, first things first. Sharpen knife before harvest. Okay, peerless plumage can be gotten from these birds also, right here. That's the first one I've gotten, as actual, like, skin loot. The rest that I've gotten have been from random rewards. So, before I go into the Zul'Jan, I have found the quest. I found the quest, calling in the cavalry. And the quest for... So I got Sojourner on my other character, and I found where the two quests I was missing. That is a Paladin Rescue and whatever the other one is. But it starts with calling in the cavalry, and that's actually right here. It's not marked on the map. That's part of the endgame stuff. But it's right here. Of all the times to have an issue with the runestone crystal supplies, what are those imbecile magisters doing? And of course, all responsibility falls on Terrell. Ah, my apologies. How long have you been standing here? Tell me more about yourself. Most certainly. I have the incredibly important and delightful job of ensuring the logistics of delivering the proper arcane crystals to each runestone. However, with the strain of the light bloom, the light bloom is having on each site, supplies are running thin. And yet, despite that, those bloody magisters. Please ignore my cry for help. It is merely the way I cope with the stresses of the job.
May the eternal sun guide you. Glory to the
Calling in the
Sin'Dorei.
cavalry. The wards on the runestones weaken by the hour. Without fresh arcane charged crystals, the light loom will give ground. I know this is not your burden to bear, as you have much more to handle, but if you could see these supplies delivered, it would mean more than I can say. Will you lend your strength to this task? For the sake of all who call this place home?
Sun, chase your shadows.
This crate should have all the supplies we need for each runestone. Load up when you are ready. So yeah, that's the quest I was missing. The Paladins one is separate and not available till max level. Hi? Yes, cat. Hello. Cat. I know you don't actually one up on my lap. You hate being held. But for the moment, at least, you'll live with it. And by that, I mean for the moment, at least, she'll enjoy being on my lap. But that won't last very long, and she will not rest. She won't lay down or anything. She'll just stand here.
Lightbloom Athran is overgrown. Help my Farstriders tame the area.
I can't hear anything. Because my volume's at 8. Now I could do these world quests here, but I'm not about that at the moment. I'm tempted to go up there and do that initiation quest for the price system real quick, but there's not really any need to. The cat. Okay. The price on the Peerless Plumage has dropped dramatically. I have a feeling that the Fantastic Fur might have increased, since it's the main ingredient for all of the bigger bags. Oh god. Oh god. Someone has an active runestone right here. That is inconvenient for my quest. This is an inconvenient runestone activation. I'm here for it, but I'm not happy about it. What are you twitching about, cat? Now, I did finally get one character up to max level, so I am getting a slight increase to my experience. But that doesn't matter. Since I was doing all the side quests and everything anyway, I was going to hit max level before leaving Zul'Jan. I did do a little bit of stuff with skinning last night. I did a lot of profession stuff last night. But we have a little bit of skinning that I've done to attempt to make some free gold while certain items were expensive. Peerless Plumage was sitting at 1,000 each. I think 1,400 each. So I was definitely trying to take advantage of that. In doing so, I did grind up a bit of experience. But once again, doesn't matter. What level I am does not have any impact on the quests here. Yeah, please. You're digging underneath my hand to lick the bottom of it. Ah, you're the one who brought the supplies. My thanks. The wards are stable now. However, there's another task here that could use your attention. The nearby runestone has gone dark. Sure. And the light bloom is on its way. That one's accurate. I can't hold this ground alone. Help me set the weapons, line up potions, and get our supplies in order. We'll meet that growth with
May
discipline.
the eternal sun guide you.
I missed that last one. And precision, and send it back in pieces. Now we just kind of Start building up the defensive line. And I'm gonna be honest, whoever designed this defensive line did a terrible job. You've got weapon racks right out in the open where the enemies can reach them. You've got arcane crystal stores, like that one. That one's actually somewhat hidden, but this one's like out in the open basically, where they are easily targetable. Yeah, could be better.
With perseverance,
Good work. Now
strength.
for the hard part.
Sun chase your shadows.
Brace yourself, the time is upon us. Hold the line and keep them from reaching the runestone at all costs. I'll focus on restoring its power, but I need you to protect me and everyone here. Are you ready?
Sunwell's glory shine.
No. But it's fine, because I'm just gonna say, hey, I'm ready, and then I'm gonna help defeat this dude. Don't target me, man, that's rude. What are you doing, Cat? What are you doing, Cat? Are you actually thinking about laying down on my lap? That would be a first, you know. What are you doing? There's my Brimming Arcana. Let's go down and help this man.
What needs bring
All
you
the
here?
runestone.
Anu bala balore alan.
Every time, man. Rogues just have so much unintended AoE. Mal. Move, please. You want down? There you go. Go on. Go on. Go on down, get down. There we go. Okay, I'm allowed to sit up a little more straight now. But it is funny that this right here, this weekly to get your skilling knowledge, this one costs almost 2,000 gold at current market rates to finish. Because Peerless Plumage was selling for a minimum of 400 each.
Glory to the Sindora.
It's like, do you want to give up the 3 knowledge for 2,000 gold?
We shall not falter.
Your courage and steadfastness have... I didn't read that. Ah! I was distracted thinking about money. Yeah, and the last quest here is somewhere else. This, the Prey quest, isn't part of the storyline whatsoever. That's just an introduction to some endgame features. I was selling these also. Yeah, unfortunately, skinning... I don't have enough knowledge to get a high efficiency for pressures and such. Ouchies. We're just gonna have to tighten this just slightly to avoid the whirlwinds. Of course, he's still hitting me for 10k a swing, so. That was 20k. He hits so hard. Why is he hit so hard? It's fine. I'm an assassin rogue. I can just do like that, and he's dead. New transport.
Over here, champion. The situation is escalating.
We will find victory. Loa.
Our ceasefire is strained, but holding for now.
Pleasantries can wait.
I'd hoped that Zul'Jan would leave the White Wood and return swiftly to his lands after our confrontation with him, but dealing with the Amani has never been a simple matter. Diplomacy is the only way to avoid more bloodshed, but Zul'Jan is finished listening to me. Perhaps he will listen to you.
There is no need for further bloodshed. Cease your raids, surrender the Lightwood, and return to your lands.
Our lands? This was all once our lands, and everything on it.
Oh, you know what? Those knives look familiar. Those knives look a little bit familiar.
Oraka, friend
The
of
Blood
the
Elves
Almighty.
live on lands they stole from us. You do not understand. By right, the Lightwood is ours. We need it. Well, you know, saying that to a Darkspear is kind of bad, because Darkspear understand far better than even you do. Because the Darkspear were exiled to a different continent.
Think on what I have said. You will take the Lightwood over my grave, Gorkini. Lightwood weapons are...
Avoid beast! Look out!
Warriors, attack!
Whenever you want to. There you go.
Destroy the Amani. Break them. Sow chaos for the glory of Zalatan.
I've noticed that I do have more energy issues now.
Ah, sister!
Sister? Did you forget I'm the leader of Zul'Jan? Is that why you did not listen to me?
Hold! We are not here to fight.
Then why you be here? Tell me quickly, before I slice your head from your neck, elf.
I answer to the
I
light.
find myself relieved to discover Zul'Jan is not the leader of the Amani. But this Zul'Jara might be worse. No matter, we must get on the other side of that gate and assess the Twilight's blades. Threat to Eversong.
Anaria Shala.
We have two choices. We can either continue to talk with the Amani or fight our way inside. I would still prefer to negotiate passage. Oh my god. Negotiate passage with Zul'Jara. But if our diplomacy goes awry, be ready.
Aldiel Shala. Allow us passage into Zul'Jan. We cannot sit idle while the Twilights amass close to our border.
Your border? If you want to die in Zul'Jan to the Twilight's blade, I won't stop you. But your army stays here.
Knights, stay and guard Eversong. Let us follow them, champion. I am the Blade of the Light.
Yeah, as we just kind of bypass all these people fighting for their lives. That's unimportant to us.
Wail in anguish. Let Zaratath hear your cries as your city burns.
You would let Gorkini, the invaders, fight in Atalama.
We needed our warriors to protect our city. Who else gonna help us, John?
Pleasantries can wait.
I must say I am surprised that Zul'Jara allowed us passage. It has been many years since I or anyone from Eversong has stepped foot on this side of the border. Stay sharp, this is a volatile situation. We may have to do more to engender their trust. But don't turn your back on the Amani.
Anaria Shala.
The situation here is far worse than I imagined. The Twilight's Blade and their leader, Mordoon, have completely overrun this city. We will use this opportunity to show the Amani how efficient we are at eliminating forces of the void. Perhaps that will help convince them to stall hostilities between our people, at least until the current threat has passed.
Fight well.
The Amani leader welcomes
If you want to survive here in Atalaman, find and beat the city's battle drums. That will rally our remaining soldiers forward. Fight to join the fight. We will also bring all the tribes of Zul'Jan, the Widowbark, the Raventusk, and the Shadowhound to our aid and tell our civilians to retreat to the altar of Navacross. We need to evacuate. Use the drums to spread the word. Find me at the altar of Malcross when you are done.
The Amani leader gives you leave. When the war drums sound, reinforcements will rally at the center altar, Jean.
I can help you if you allow it, Zul'Jara. Find me once you have finished your mission, champion.
Okay. So we gotta do the intro here before we're able to fly around. Well, I mean, we could just bypass it, but that's not the same thing, is it? Of course. Might as well get this third dude in here too. Now, I have no interest in fighting all the random dudes. They don't provide me any quest progress. Just the invading shadows would be preferred. what though. I can feel how weak my character is right now. It's not great. Oh, right. I finished test your strength. I should probably go back to Darkman Fair and turn that in. Either way, it's not important right now, so that can go away. This can also go away, but that's going to pop back up eventually. It's also something to remember that the weakest point in a character's progression is normally either right whenever they're very low level or just before they reach max level. That is, in comparison to things their own level. But because of how scaling works in Warcraft, people who are low level are almost always just flat out stronger than people that are higher level. Until you get to max level. Once you're max level, you're really weak, but you're able to actually find different methods of gaining power. So you won't stay weak for long. But right around, like, between, let's say, 86 and 88 is where you'll probably notice things just being more challenging than expected. But that depends on a lot of things, like your class. Fury Warriors basically don't have any issues at all in modern Warcraft, no matter what level.
Sound your drums. Bring more feeble trolls.
Most tanks won't care.
An invader! Guards! Protect the elders!
Let them through. That invader wears the blood of our enemies.
Many Unmani found their way here, but we have more to aid and even more enemies to kill.
I'll kill Zone's eye beyond you always.
Zul'Jan has noticed your prowess in battle. Good. Let us continue demonstrating our usefulness. If they push us out of their lands now, we'll have no way to keep an eye on the Twilight's Blade until they're flooding through the gates into Eversong.
The other tribe did not heed our drums. Why?
Forget them, sister. We have the Lightwood. We need no other tribe than our Amani. Ah, good.
The drums have
Someone
sounded,
competent
but
for
the
once.
elders have not come. We cannot lose them. They are our link to our culture, our sages, and our best minds. Horundo helped devise the Lightwood weapons, and Doru is our provisioner. We will need both if the battle goes on. We'll find Doru in the market and Horundo in the tribute hall. The last one is the old Loa speaker, our uncle, Kindru. He may need special persuasion to go to Talon Strike Terrace to speak with him. Be there after you find the others.
Find the strength in yourself.
And what's the report?
The Twilight Blade's general, Modun, has got us by the throat. We're not winning, and we are too few. We've got to evacuate before there's no win, and hope the other tribes meet us at Amanizar. In the meantime, I'm glad to use you Before we rally the people of Zul'Jan, the civilians lives are my priority. Go to Swiftclaw Terrace and evacuate the people there. Go through the Twilight's Blade as you go. Tear through the Twilight's Blade as you go. Find your way to Zul'Jan when you're done.
You're still a funny one.
We can split up to cover more ground. The champion and I will...
No. An elf in Zul'Jan is an elf with a blade in her back. You come with me. Jean, keep an eye on her friend.
I will watch their every move.
Did I just dismount? Probably. Do we?
Speak up, child. I don't
I heard
hear
the
as
battle
well as I
drums,
used
but
to.
we can't leave these weapons behind. Zul'Jan sent me.
For helping your elders.
I hope Zul'Jan brought more lightwood back. I'm tired of working with only leftover scraps.
Let me put it up another notch. Now, I don't think I need to actually kill anybody here. I think I just need to make my way through and touch some stuff. But, you know, if they're in the way and just sitting there, might as well. Oh, I missed that dude. I'll go back for him in a second. Anything to get percentage up. Is that 5%? Yeah, it was. 5% per is kind of sad. Always hope for 10% or better. There's the second elder, Orundo.
It be the favor of Atkinson. Hello.
And who are you? It's time to meet Talaman.
Loa bless you, giant. Thanks for clearing the way, stranger. I'll help Zul'Jan prepare our ballistas once I see the children here to safety.
Oh no. There were two people just sitting at the bottom of the stairs waiting for me. Well, that's another 10%, I guess.
Your city is lost. Why resist Zalatat's embrace?
Look, I personally helped destroy this city before.
Yes, uncle. We are under attack. Only take what you need and let's go.
Just a minute now, Shambai. The keen-eyed Kina watch over you.
I should invoke the keen eyes of Akilzan and Halazi to dispel what's hiding it from me. Why not both? Yes, yes. Why not both? I didn't actually read that question. Who are Akilzan and Halazi? They are two of our sacred lore. Halazi, the Loa of the hunt, and Akilzan, the Loa victor. Akilzan is keen-eyed. Halazi hides in the shadows, but he can reveal what is hidden. I spoke for Akilzan, the Loa victor. Oh, how I want to hear the Loa again. Now, before this shrine is destroyed by the Twilight's Blade, but the Loa are silent. Maybe they hear us, maybe they don't. Maybe they are trying to speak, but we can't hear. Because of something we have done. We had Hache made it. Why is your staff important? It is the staff held by the Hache. Someone who unites the people and wields the power of the Loa. If the Loa ever speak to us again, we will need the staff. We haven't had a true Hache in a very long time, but an Orchok can fall. It is time to evacuate, Loa Speaker.
I need my staff. Akilzan will never grant me favor again if I abandon the staff in battle.
Old man, the Loa stopped granting us favor decades ago, and we are better off without them. Are you sure you didn't pack it already?
My staff! You got the eyes of our blessed Akilzan herself.
Okay, I did pronounce that right.
I have a few ideas.
Important
Want to
Amani?
hear them?
Do whatever is necessary to get King Duru to leave. He's our uncle. We can't leave him here.
There you are.
He
I
will
need your
slow.
help with
We
a
don't have
project.
time to dwell on the spirits of the past.
I guess we can't get rid of you now.
You've lead the way, but Mordur continues to keep us scrambling off balance. He's gonna need as many lightwood weapons as we can get to end this.
I'm listening now.
Armed by light,
Hashura.
you might be good at killing rogue, but so are the Amani. We Amani. And even more, the better our weapons. I took an army into Eversong to reclaim the lightwood forests for the Amani. It was against my sister's orders, yes, but lightwood gives us an advantage. Is that a plot hole? Is that a plot hole? The Lightwood forests didn't exist before the rekindling of the Sunwell. They did not exist before the rekindling of the Sunwell. He might be saying he's reclaiming them because of that used to be Amani territory. But how do they... I mean, I guess they would know about the Lightwood because they're constantly... Oh, I don't know about that. Ever since the actual dungeon downfall of Zul'Jan, I'm not sure how many incursions into Eversong that the Amani did. That's fuzzy. That's fuzzy time period. They've had a couple years of fuzzy time period between whenever the downfall of Zul'Jan and the quests in Eversong Forest and such, where you drive the Amani out. You poison them, you kill them, you drive them out. Then you go into the dungeon and you kill their leader and drive them out further.
Friend of my sister is a friend of mine.
Yeah, so we can't see the old map, but there's a bunch of quests where you fight the Amani who are doing incursions into this area. All the way up over into this area. And you fight them back here, you fight them back here, you poison them, you drive them into Zul'Jan. Then you fight the dungeon Zul'Jan. And that's just this city. And you kill a bunch of their Loa speakers and their leader and push them into what's left of their territory over here. And so there's a bit of wibbly space after that. A couple of years. Because the first, like, a bunch of the first expansions all happened within 1 year of time period in the universe. But Dragonflight implemented the time skip. And the time skip was a couple years. So we don't know what's been going on in Zul'Jan for those years. We don't. It's only a couple years. It's not that long. So his children here. What? How long is the Dragonflight time skip? It's 5 years. No. Kind of. 2 years in Shadowlands is what this says. Hold on, I'm looking. Okay, so from what I'm seeing, the time skip was somewhere between 3 and 5 years, because Shadowlands time, yeah, we were in there for 2 years, but it's wibbly time space nonsense, so it's not really clear how much time that took in the real world. But Dragonflight seems to be 3 years since the end of Shadowlands. There we go. There's the actual interview about it. Yeah, okay. There we go. So, the total amount of time that's passed since they were driven out to now is about 5 years. About 5 years. So, the only thing I can say is that I would have to assume that they were doing incursions to find out about the Lightwood. But even then, the Light Bloom Surge, where it started becoming aggressive and started attacking people, only happened like yesterday. Because of how wibbly time is, especially in an MMO, the time since the intro quest, where we ignited the Sunwell to ward off... Can I see it from here? No, can't. Hold on a second. Yeah. So, this only started like a day ago. This has just started. If you... Because of how the quests work and how time is dilated in universe, the time between this happening and the raids happening is only a couple days at most. So for us, it's 12 days between this storyline and everything else, including the invasion of Voidstorm and the death of certain characters and all that. All of this happens over the course of probably less than a week. It wouldn't be surprising if you said these zones, Eversong, Zul'Jan, and Arendar, all happened within a couple days, and then Voidstorm took a little bit longer. That wouldn't be surprising at all. And basically, there is a wibbly amount of time between when the invasion of Voidstorm happens and the start of the raids. All of this is to say, in this amount of time, how did the Amani learn about the Light Bloom, learn about its effects on void creatures, and implement a sudden invasion and weapon crafting situation with this material in like 10 hours or something? Like 24 maybe? And that's being generous? Like, look, time frames don't always make sense, but I think they gave the Amani a little too much here.
We don't need
Armed
magical
by the light.
animals.
You
We
might
need solutions.
yes. Take back the weapons being stolen by the Twilight's Blade. I'll show you why it's worth the effort.
May the strength of our ancestors
Everything we
be
worked
with
for.
you.
My blood is boiling. While waiting for Kindiru, the Twilight's Blade was destroying what little stores of lightwood we had left at Ragemall Terrace. Okay, weird noise outside. If we act quickly, we can save enough to arm the Lightwood Ballista and take a shot at more doom. And without the Ballista, we cannot claim victory.
You're always welcome. I swear to the ancestors, I will throw you over my shoulder and carry you if you don't leave now. That's what I used to tell you when you were a child.
One thing that's a little bit unclear is the maturation rate of trolls and orcs, because I know orcs mature really fast. There we are. I'm not sure on trolls. My ramble took long enough that all my poisons wore off. Rose getting scammed by them not putting pockets on things again. That's a lot of combo points to build up to a finisher. Maybe that's why I'm having energy issues, is because I've got too many ranks of deeper stratagem. No pockets are big. Somebody didn't do a stealth check on these. Oh, I didn't need to fight this dude. He's apparently not part of the quest. Yeah, who? At least one, probably majority of the devs seem to have just stopped playing rogues altogether, and they will occasionally forget about things such as, hey, does this thing unstealth you? And does this enemy have pockets? I mean, it's not relevant to the majority of players. But it's still silly and noticeable. Of course, I honestly wonder how many of the current devs really play the game. And out of those devs, how many of them have played older versions of the game before Dragonflight, before Shadowlands? I'll join in on that. My last guy. Why didn't any of my bleeds transfer? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all.
Help me put this fire out now! You and you, take what's left of the ballista bolts to the altar. Do you see? The cult burns the lightwood because they fear its power. Oraka.
Armed by light?
Amani.
These weapons are the difference between my people living and dying?
I have a few ideas.
Now we
Want
have
to
teeth
hear
to
them?
think back.
There you are.
New dagger.
I need your help with a project.
Same as the old dagger. We lost so much of it. We could have blacked out the sky with ballista bolts, but this still may be enough.
Hashura.
Zul'Jan doesn't think the lightwood is worth the risks I'm taking. We will prove her wrong. I've seen too many warriors discouraged because their weapons don't work against the Twilight's blade. Don't just tell them to retreat. Give them delightful weapons. Nothing stirs Amani blood like an effective axe in their hands. Let them fight their way back to the altar of Malachas.
Zul'Jan will always stand strong.
I am the blade of the light.
Rituals capture. In our reconnaissance flight around the city, Zul'Jara and I got a good look at the Twilight's offensive. They're summoning more Twilight's Blade directly into Atalaman. We can counter them by disrupting their dark summoning rituals that will stop the flow of their cultists into the city and give the Amani time to strategize. Kill the ritualists and any troll breakers already portaled into the area.
Remain vigilant.
Where have you been? Don't
Twilight
worry me like
Blade.
that.
Mordoon may be the leader of the Twilight's Blade in Zul'Jan, but that ogre can't be everywhere. The elf found his military commander, a hulking pile of armor and flesh named Bendis, Blade Splatter. He's parading around like he already won just because they seized Firewing Terrace. Make him pay for his arrogance.
Always got a place in Lightwood or no, our people need rescue in Jean. Take the elf and look for survivors.
Fine! Take the weapons. Arm any Amani you find.
Gonna check again. They did a stealth check on that guy also. Yeah, they did. That looks like it might actually hurt. I'm gonna avoid it. No pockets. This new diminishing return on crowd control for NPC enemies is weird, and I don't like it. It makes...
Then this, you meathead! I knew you were a waste of Our Lady's favor.
Yeah, it makes rogues way weaker than they used to be against NPCs. Six. A group. Always join against the groups. Got there in time. Ah. The random drop cooking ingredient. I've seen a few of those. The blue one actually sells decently on the auction house.
Killing my portal mages gets you nothing. We will still trample your pathetic swamp city.
Yep, that does hurt me. Thought so. I'm done with fighting, so I just need to deliver weapons. Not gonna bother fighting him. There's nothing to gain from it. Well, excuse me. There's little to gain from it.
Tarundo, hold here until Zul'Jan fires, then leave with the survivors into confusion.
We will fly on the wings of Akilzon, like in the olden days.
I answer to the
That
light.
should slow them down.
Aldiel Shalom.
The next fall will be more
Don't
doom.
go far. I may have need of my Ashura.
We don't need magic.
The troops we armed had killed a great many Twilight Blades. Some survived and made their way here. We lost a few, but I think the sacrifice was worth it.
Stay strong.
Ashura,
Zul'Jan's ballista is ready. It had better work after what he has done. We lost the army we needed to defend the city. But we can bend off Mordoon long enough to let our people escape. Help my brother man the ballista. Focus on the Shadow Waters and Dukailand. Liadrin and I will distract Mordoon. We'll kill him if I can. But even then, we can't stay here. There's too much void energy and too much destruction. Atalamon is truly lost.
the Amani will always walk with me, Elf. Let's get in close and distract him.
Get over here, Gorkin. I'll load the bullets. You start fighting.
Mere mortal-born armaments cannot harm the grand glory of Zalatath. Your weapons are empowered with light.
Warriors, attack!
I was wondering if he would have more dialogue than he did. But he didn't.
Foolish Amani, you have already lost. Your city is in ruins. No one is coming to help you, not even your gods. Zalatath relishes in your anguish and will exalt us when your empire falls. Don't worry. Your end will come soon.
Running away? Coward! The victory should have been ours.
This was no victory. We bought the civilians' escape with blood. Go on.
Mordoon is playing with us. He could have stayed and destroyed the city outright. If chaos is the Twilight Blade's plan, we need to prepare.
Xananago.
New boots? New boots. Oh, and a level up.
Lower Guidia, Hashura.
Yeah. Just so much incidental AoE on Assassin Rogues. So much. It used to be Rogues had no AoE. Then they got some AoE, but it was mediocre. And we kind of flopped around with the some AoE but mediocre for a while. And it seems like this expansion, Rogues just have really decent incidental AoE. At least Assassin. Just play your class, basically, and you get all your AoE.
Come, I need
Heart
your
of the
counsel.
Amani. You and your elf friend amuse me, and you've more than proved yourself in battle. Our people are heading to Amanizar. We hope that the other tribes rally there instead of Atalaman. Their representatives will give us counsel, and then we will mount an attack on the Twilight's Blade. If you still wish to fight with the Amani, meet me on the northwest side of the village. Zul'Jan will have gone ahead to speak of his deeds and yours, but do not enter the village without me. Armani kills strangers on sight.
Xenanago.
If we help eliminate the Twilight's Blade, the need for Lightwood and the raids into Eversong will end.
We can end the threat inside and outside our gates. If you really want to join our fight, then come with me.
Yeah, I have not done all of the side objectives here. Or anywhere else besides Eversong, for that matter. Saw that. Is it you? It's you. The wasps here, by the way, the wasps here do tons of damage. The poison they use does like 20,000. Yeah, it's like 10 to 15,000 a stack, a tick. Which means if you get 2 wasps on you, you die really, really quick.
For your own safety, I suggest you keep your blade sheathed and stay close to me in Amanizar. I'm listening.
Kokobone na Amanizar. Welcome to Amanizar. Because you are my guest, my people will not harm you unless I say so. Don't give me a reason, yeah?
Araka, my friend.
We will speak to Torundo, my war advisor, and if the representatives of the tribes are here, we will have a council meeting in the Zari Lodge. Together, we must agree on a way to defeat the Twilight's Blade. Explore the village if you want, but keep your weapons where they can be seen. You are here by my invitation, and my word is law. But I can only run so fast if one of my people thinks you looked them in the wrong way.
Don't go far. I may have come with me. The leaders of the forest tribe have gathered to discuss our war plan. The Amani leader welcomes you.
Uraka.
Final exam? The final exam. My training is almost complete. My commander says I need to prove myself against a strong fighter before she can recommend me for combat. But I've been struggling to find someone willing to spar with me after what happened the last time. You look capable and intimidating. Mind helping me out of here? And no going easy on me, yeah? I can take it.
The keen-eyed Kina guide you to victory.
I'll meet you upstairs with my commander. Hope you're as strong as you look. Bunch of side quests here.
Come to hear my wisdom.
Lower disturbance. Now that we are trying to contact all the Loa, my mind turns to Kulzi, the Loa of medicine, and the madness that surrounds his shrine. Is Loa a speaker? Tijtar? Tijtar was a good friend. He healed many war parties their injuries, but something happened at Kuzi's shrine. It is full of angry spirits. They attack anybody that tries to get near the brew to them, and Deloa is silent. Perhaps you can finally reach out to Deloa and find his speaker.
What a nice, thoughtful youth.
I fight for Zul'Jan. The pleasure is mine.
Altered
Ashura.
history. The altars need to be infused with the power of Deloa's ever so often. I'm not as spry as I used to be, and the altars are all spread out. Help an old shaman out, eh? I'll give you my totem to channel Deloa's power into the altars, and maybe you can learn a thing or two from the other acolytes and myself in the process.
May you always find victory.
Deloa will do the heavy lifting through that totem. You are just transferring the power. Akilzon, Lord of Victory, Lord of the Sky, the Wind, the Rain, and the Thunder. She's been guiding the Amani since we came to this land and has remained the embodiment and icon of our tribe all this time. Okay, I think he's done now. Let me... Nora, Nalorak, Loa of War, stubborn and unforgiving, but fiercely loyal to his worshippers. The Raven Tusk favor him most out of the four great ones due to his straightforward attitude, as well as his battlefield mastery. You would think some of these words would have more accent to them than they do. Lazi, Lure of the Hunt, agile, cunning, patient, an ideal hunter in all lands, and in pursuit of any prey. Witherbark from all over Zul'Jan make pilgrimage to Alazi's temple to leave a piece of their hunts in worship, including the Witherbark children fishing up breakfast along the shore. Jean Alai, Lord of Fire, Master of Magics, the flame inside each living thing. Shadowpine became the primary worshippers of Jean Alai long ago when the ancient Noah speaker led the tribe to safety because of visions seen in the temple files.
We fight for the Amani.
My days
All
of
of
combat
them.
are behind me, but I'm glad to be helping out around the village.
Loa keep you safe.
Okay. Just a little lesson on who's who among the Loa here. The ancient Amani crypts near the broken throne. Okay, it's a delve. It's a delve quest. Whatever. I'll pick it up just so it's not cluttering my map, but I'm not going to do that right now.
Oraka, my friend.
A lover, not a fighter. The elders are planning a festival to give thanks to the Loa. I want to ask Namaji to accompany me, but it is tradition that a suitor give a gift that proves their power, says a warrior. But I am a poor fighter, and the others laugh at me because of it. Perhaps you can help me? I know Namaji has always wanted a Threshodon-tooth necklace. The Gnarlden make them, but only the strongest have one. You find one for me and deliver it to her on my behalf.
May you die bravely, but not too
Takash
soon.
is the best of our young fighters. If he is interested in Namaji, there is no way my plan can work. Zakash whispers to me. Right here.
You got orders, Ashura?
Fighter and a lover? You going to the Loa Festival? Young trolls like me are expected to ask someone they like to go with them and to give a gift to show their worthiness. I want to go with Namaji. I'm a great fighter, but I'm not sure there are many other warriors that want to go with her. But I'm sure there are many other warriors that want to go with her. They'll gift her trophies and spoils, but I'll be different. I think she'd like a headdress. But I have no idea how to make one. You make a feathered headdress for me and give it to her.
Put a good word in for me
I
to
hope
Zul'Jara.
Kagara doesn't like her, or I won't stand a chance. He's the smartest kid in the village. Well, they have pretty high opinions of one another.
Where were all of you when the drums sounded? You let Atalaman fall.
He's doing
I
the
guess
cool
we
guy
can't get
pose.
rid of you now. You're always welcome.
Are the Raven Tusk in the hinterlands connected to you? When you had to the Omani Empire, we were one single tribe. But that was a long time ago, and the Raven Tusk of the south have since chosen to walk their own path. I hear they even joined the Horde and took the city of Jinta Alor, their own. The Raven Tusk up here, we remain true to the Omani.
Put a good word in for me to Zul'Jara.
Nothing interesting there.
The Witherbark thank you for your help.
There. Interesting there.
Always welcome with the Shadow Pine.
Quest though. Recuperating returns. One of our Lightwood logging outposts is late with their weapon shipments. They used to be punctual, but now we are lacking crucial supplies. Go check on the camp. Something must be going on.
Akil's on watch over here.
Ah, good. Someone competent
I'm not
for
going to skip
once.
the meeting.
Talaman has fallen.
No thanks to all of you.
We are under attack. The Vile Branch.
No time for bearing our tusks. We need a plan. Toronto?
Not many Amani made it back here.
The Raven Tusk also suffered heavy losses.
I have sent out a call to my people. We will see.
Forgive me, but what about the Loa? Can you not call upon them to aid you?
The Loa. They abandoned us long ago.
We never needed them. We can rely on our own strength.
I ask again for your assistance. We've got to make a stand. Make ready what you can.
That it? That it?
Araka, my friend. The Amani leader
The
gives
Loa have not spoken to us in many years, not since I was a young child. And they have shown no sign of wanting to help us now. No, it is up to us alone. We must find a way to rally the other tribes and fight the Twilight's Blade as one. I will speak to the tribal representatives and give the refugees where I can, and help the refugees where I can. They are our priority. Come, you might be learning some. You might learn something about the Amani.
The Amani will always watch your back. No point in talking about the Loa. They abandoned us long ago. Come, let us check on the refugees.
My goods are my pride.
Gotta get
Come
my
back soon.
rep reward there. Do I grab one of the necklaces? Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. The 25 Void Light isn't enough for me to actually care. about it. Didn't I pick up an egg? I might have used the egg from the quest reward yesterday whenever I was doing skinning. That would make sense.
Recommend me to Zul'Jara, will ya?
Everything is of the finest quality. Reventus quality.
I've almost got one of each. What, 3 things? Oh, right. Because one of the quests require you to choose between the tapestries. You can only pick one. So that's why I have 2 tapestries that I haven't learned. I remember.
All made or gathered in Zul'Jan with pride.
Can't mount in here. There.
I be listening.
Old Teozan. Have you heard of the commotion coming from Atalabasi? The Murlocs there are getting riled up about something. It seems like the Murlocs have summoned a Loa of their own, and this Loa is rallying the Murlocs to war. I saw it myself just today, looking down from this cliff. The biggest Murloc you've ever seen. I'm not the only one who've seen it, either. But the elders say we have bigger problems. Bah! They better not come to me when we get overrun by Murlocs.
The Eagle Loa bring you victory.
It's huge. The biggest Murloc I've ever seen. Would be a Loa? No. I'm not gonna go down there and find out. I mean, I don't blame you. The Murlocs are pretty vicious. If you don't have protagonist powers, Murlocs are actually a very real threat.
I'm listening.
Dance instructor. That boy Kovu stormed out of here without even trying a single step. He thinks he got 2 left feet, but he isn't even willing to try. You look like an impressive fighter. He'll respect you for that. Maybe he just needs the right dance partner to show him the steps. Help him out, yeah? Teach Kovu how to dance. I did do some of the Shadowlands raids. I did learn the dance.
May you die bravely.
That
but
boy
not
needs
too
a demonstration. Show him out a great rogue dances.
Toronto, I need your report. When can our soldiers be ready for battle?
No, it don't look good. All that's left be the old, the injured, and the hungry.
Your people's situation is far more desperate than I realized.
The tribes have splintered since Zul'Jan fell. The Twilight Blade picking us apart because we no longer work as one.
I'm peeling an orange over here, slightly out of the way. As my snack. Ah, there he is.
You honor me, Hashura. Did Zul'Jara send you?
Nakari, my fighting instructor, is forcing us all to attend these dance lessons. Something about discipline and coordination and to dance up to battle. But I would rather be anywhere else than here. This whole thing is pointless.
You're always welcome among the Amani. May you always see the way I
Gives me credit for being here, but I don't see how that relates to dancing. Show battle formations. I mean, yeah, I guess.
A fair wind brought you to me, eh?
Did Zul'Jara send you?
Okay, I just danced again.
Welcome.
And I can do the same dance as them because I just happen to be a troll. This is not a very good orange. I'm gonna say that now. This is not a very good orange. One end of it is hard already, so that means it's gonna be tough on one side, soft on the other. Little faith that it's gonna be a flavorful one either. Watch.
A fair wind brought you to me, eh?
That boy still needs a lot of practice, but you helped him get out of his head and just feel the rhythm.
The Eagle Lore bring you victory.
Okay. Just a quick little in and out quest. Now, who's this one?
Did you really meet the Loa?
Little girl keeps her voice low, making sure her father doesn't overhear. My friends are going out to play down where the shade lilies grow. But I'm supposed to do a bunch of boring apothecary stuff. Papa wants me to collect some plants to make salves and balms we use for healing. I asked if you could wait, and he said no. What if you help me out? Just this once.
Are you going back to see the Loa? Take me with ya.
Find herbs around the village. Yeah. Child's been pawning off work. You gotta learn your trade sometimes.
The Raven Tusk's best smith be repairing our weapons, Zul'Jan. You have given me hope.
Request Lightwood report.
We are working as fast as we can, but many of our weapons were broken in the attack.
Keep it up. These weapons are our best chance against the Void. If the Lightwood weapons are not ready, maybe the Shadowpine Shamans can help.
Hello, abundance vendor.
I deal in the most exotic goods.
Okay, and that just sends
You
me
have
over to the
fine
abundance
taste,
den.
I'm sure.
Got it. Two more quests. Man, there's a lot of quests. There's a lot of quests here.
The pleasure is mine.
Lost in Atalabasi. Tolbani and Genera have been missing for some time. Last I heard, they were scouting Atalabasi for supplies. That area is covered in murlocs. Too many of them is dangerous even for an Amani. Find them and make sure they are right.
For Zul'Jan.
3 quests over here.
Everything is of the
Butchery
finest
basics.
quality.
We
Amani
can't
quality.
keep up with how much these soldiers eat. Lend us just a bit of your time to feed this army, yeah? We need more, not just a steak or two. We need an entire bowl. Nothing goes to waste, yeah?
Honored that you shot with me. Talk to me.
Path of mourning? Ashura, could I ask for your aid? My mother passed recently, and I'm just one responsible for performing her death rituals. It's a lot of work for one person to do. Most would get help from the family, but I don't have any left. Can you help me?
May you always see the way ahead.
Thank you. I don't want to do this on my own.
What's it like outside
Growing up as...
Zul'Jan?
Oh, hi. You're new. I'm Ani. This is Jinx. Have you been to the waterfall yet? All the kids there each other to jump off, but I'm too scared. You want to see it?
Aw, can't you stay here forever?
But there's another one down there. Wow. This is some old world questing over here.
Talk to me.
Raven Tusk at risk. Fishes of the forest tribes constantly talk to each other about our halls, and none are more legendary than the river-walking Raven Tusk and their crabs. But I heard they've fallen on hard times. First, the Twilight's blade ransacked their city. Now their cages aren't bringing in enough meat for the refugees. The Raven Tusk have a new head river-walker. Kahane, who could use an extra set of hands in taking care of this crab problem. You up to the task, outsider?
The keen eye of Akilzan be on ya always.
River Walker. Yeah. Yes, Doc. Are you just stretching? You're not getting any of my orange. This is my orange. Nope, this is my orange. I'm not. Look, I know where that thing's been. Yeah, I'm not playing with that thing while I'm trying to eat a snack. That thing's dirtier than my keyboard ever has been. Yeah, I know, I'm a disappointment to you, dog. Little dog gets a little bit of attention, I guess. This is your treasure pile for this expansion. You want to fish on these. All right. Whole boars. Off we go. Oh, I guess I should have talked to our person over there first. But it's fine. Okay. It did let me skin them. It did let me skin them afterwards.
It is Akilzan's favored.
Half
Greetings.
morning. Right. Lady who's trying to do the death rituals. My younger brother left us when I was just coming of age. He sent word he would come and help, but we did not part on good terms. But here he is, after all this time.
Tokobani, welcome.
His Khan left us many years ago. Perrin may be tense, but at least we won't have to do it alone. I mean, it sounds to me like you no longer need my help. That's what it sounds like. You. But I mean, if you're hiring, I guess whatever, man. I didn't read the rest of the quest before I stuffed stuff in my face. First, we need to collect the spores of the weeping mushrooms. You can get them from the mushrooms, or the boss. We'll be using them to create incense for the ritual. Be careful. The boars might be unhappy when you take them.
The keen eye of Agilzan be on you.
Oh, you guys are actually helping me? Hmm. I'm really happy they're actually letting me skin these boars. So many times with quests like that, they just don't let you skin the animal.
You honor me, Hashura. My blood for Zul'Jan.
What am I in combat with? At least they're not hostile outright. Two more? Oh, I'm not getting enough mushrooms from just the boars. I guess I'll pick some off the side. Or I could just keep killing the boars for them, because that's leather. Right?
Oraka, my friend.
They're called weeping spores. They're called weeping spores because they burn. When they burn, they make your eyes water. Spores give our warriors a good excuse if they are too cowardly to admit their feelings at the pyre.
Akilzan Dakaru.
I asked for your help, without telling you about how my mother treated my brother and me. I don't speak much about my family. I learned not to. I still don't understand why she was the way she was. Maybe something happened to her, something that caused all that pain. Maybe pain and chaos were all she knew herself. But in the tribe, she inspired many. At least she can remain a mother to them.
Tokobani, welcome.
Renown.
Loa bless you like you blessed us.
Why did that pop? Is that the renown reward? Yeah, okay. Blessings of Travelers. Law of Travelers becomes available for worship at the altar. Blessings in Manizar.
Oraka, my friend.
Next we need to collect sinew from giants. The sinew makes sure his bonfire is not gonna fall apart. And the act of risking your life against a powerful foe honors the fallen. I am a tested warrior, so do not worry for me. But please make sure his kin does not come to harm from the giants.
You're always welcome among the Amani.
They kind of talk a little bit, but it's unclear when or how much, and that's a high value target. Fur, get some hide. I think it's 6 fur for 1 bag. So that's a thing. How many giants do we need to kill? 3? Okay. Now, this makes not much sense. So, the stone giants, these ones right here, are elementals. They're not biological in nature. So, yeah. And we know this because of the Ajara quest chains talking about the giants. Because they eat stones and other things, such as people or animals, and they poop out crystals. So these things shouldn't have sinew as we know it.
I'm listening.
The sinew of the mountain giants is a strong building material, but we only use it for this one purpose because it's dangerous to get and there are not enough giants.
It is Akazan's
At
favor.
first, when Iskan left us, I thought Mother didn't care. Even at her deathbed, she never once mentioned him. So she felt guilty when he left. Her tantrums towards me carried the shame, I think. I wish she could have admitted it. I knew that would have never happened. Tribes sees Mother as unstoppable, fearless. But sometimes it's what's inside that taught us to face. It's time for an orange wedge.
Of fair
After this.
wind brought you to me, eh?
Kindling aplenty. Next, we need to collect the logs for our bonfire. Kansha, the large tree at the end of the valley, was infected with poison from a stray arrow long ago. Over there somewhere, I guess. She's quite tough to survive. She sheds her branches regularly. In a way, Kansha has become a regular part of our rituals. The strong wood burns warm and hot like Amani blood. It is perfect for bonfires.
Nago. Did Sushara send you?
Do not worry for Kansha. He has outlived many generations of trolls, and druids say he'll survive many more.
Talk to me.
Kansha has been a lifelong friend, long-time friend. I spend many of my nights resting here under her pines when I can't go home. A tribe once spoke to be watching for her fallen branches, but they never hit me. Not one scar or bruise came from her.
Akilzan Dakaru.
Reasonless worship. Ahead is an old shrine. Nobody knows anymore what we worship there or why, but it was a place my mother loved. It would honor her if we put a stone from it on the pile.
The keen eye of Akilzan be on you all.
Maybe you shouldn't go around disassembling old monuments you don't understand anymore. Now, I could fight that bear. Or I could just not. Ooh. A new pet.
You honor me, Hashora.
Not happening, Sarge. You're not going out right now. You were out not that long ago. You can't just want to go out because you hear people outside the door. We both know that the shrine is a place that pleased our mother. Yeah. I can't say she knew that much about this.
A fair wind brought you to me, eh?
Give me a moment. Give me a moment. I touched it, so the rest of the orange will just have to wait till later. I gotta screw with this dog for a second. I won the first round. fingers. What about this toy? You want this toy? Want this toy? Don't jump on me. I know you're considering it. That toy's gonna die, dog. I hear it tearing. That enough for now? Not enough for now? No, no, it's not. No, you want that one now, don't you? You don't want that other one anymore, do you? You don't want this one, do you? Huh? Watch the finger. I got a text message asking what I'm doing with the dog. Which is honestly kind of a bad text message to get. That means I don't play with him enough. Of course, I do normally try to play with him downstairs where he actually has a room to do things, rather than in the room here. You got me a little bit with one of those. He got my hand a little bit with one of those. Okay, that's enough for now, okay. He makes the decision, not me. Not me alone, at least. Drove my brother away, but her death has brought him back, at least for this ritual.
Tokobani, welcome.
A quiet farewell. Now we set up the bonfire to burn the body. Destroying the body means it cannot be used by the bio branch for evil, and makes sure the spirit finds rest. It still chills me how quiet she is now. The tribe should be gathering down at the funerary post.
Nago. I'm listening. My blood for Zul'Jan.
Where's we place the stone, a symbol of life? Sinew will keep the logs together. I guess in this case the sinew they're looking for is just kind of like some of the rocks that bind it together, but that's still weird. It's not the word I would use. I shall drop these branches to be free of old poison. I hope this pyre can do the same for us. And we light it. Now we tell Defiah any regrets we had, anything we never got to tell her in life. Ooh. Nine splinters. Nice. What's this? Turn it into a bloom swarm. This destroys the pollen process. Bloom swarms contain rare fish and more commodities. Honestly, that's worthless to me because bloom schools are pretty common.
You honor me, Hashora.
Thanks for helping us on this journey. I didn't think Izkan would come, and he didn't think he'd be welcome. I think Izkan and I realize now the worst trick our mother put on us was pitting us against each other.
Loa bless you like you blessed us.
I'll see if anyone wants this on the auction house. Now I know the main quest is gonna send me up here. It's gonna send me in a bunch of different places. But I'm not worried about that at the moment. Are you slowly nudging that towards my feet? You are. That's all but underneath my feet now. Hey. Not under the desk. Okay, where's this guy? Right there. Can I land on that branch? Yeah. My poisons wore off. Okay. Can't say I expected them to fall off the branch, but that's fine. Or maybe it's not. Maybe they're trapped in the tree now. Maybe they're not real anymore. I think they're fake. Yeah, I can't. It won't let me skin them because they're in the tree. That's dumb. Why do I need line of sight to skin now? I think I saw another high value beast over here. Dead. The boar. At least this one I can guarantee to skin. Unless it falls through the world. Hey! Hey! Stop it. He got the squeaker out. You're not getting this back. This isn't for you. No. Now I gotta clean fluff up everywhere. It was only a matter of time. It was only a matter of time. Once that toy started tearing. Once that toy started tearing open. It was only a matter of time. And that's why you were pushing it into my feet, wasn't it? You were pushing it into my feet because that was you nudging your face further and further into it to pull the fluff out so you could get to the squeaker. Well, too bad. You don't have a squeaker anymore. And that toy is just going to become a flat stuffed animal at this point. It's not even stuffed. Take care of these baskets. Take these baskets to the overlook. Naktek scouts to prowl. Make sure the children and the elders eat first. There are barely any crabs in here. They look a little sick, but this is better than nothing.
Talk to me.
The word of our famines spread. There is no denying it.
You're always
The
welcome
rumors are
among
true.
the Amani.
No matter what we try, we aren't netting as many crabs as before. And the ones we do catch taste wrong, even making some of my people sick. I succeeded my mother's position as head river walker after losing her to the Twilight's Blade. Dealing with this famine, my new duties and my grief, it's so much for me to bear. This is the area where we first noticed an issue with our crabs. Can you investigate for me while I make more traps?
May you die bravely, but
Tread
not
carefully.
too soon.
I don't know exactly what we're dealing with here. We're dealing with the agents of rot. This bundle of planks and rope appears to be broken remains of a ram-tusk crab basket. It's covered in massive claw marks and has been snapped into many pieces intentionally and violently. Shards of a destroyed void artifact are also embedded in the wood. While the pieces appear jumbled from a journey down the river, the water didn't wash away any of its filth. The shards have completely saturated the wood with the void. Hey, what are you doing? So much damage. Okay, crabs are another one that's weird. Sometimes you can skin them, sometimes you can't. You can't skin these. Oh, I got scammed. Well, someone else can deal with that. It's not my problem anymore. Crab corpses litter the ground. Some of them have been torn away. Others have been crushed by something large, like a jaw, maybe a claw. Shards of some void artifact are present within the wounds, with traces of the void pulsing out of the corpse. Yep. Was that a random? I think that's a generic treasure. I don't think that's a special treasure. I think that's just a random one. Oh. Yep, it was a random one. I just apparently hadn't picked up enough on this character.
Did Zul'Jan send you?
Crab clues. Avoid tainted bodies and baskets? And that some crazed crabs ambushed you? This is getting worse. Naktek found the void pollutant baskets upriver, just like what you found down, here along the lakeshore. The void ties all of the clues together. Let's follow that lead.
May you always see the way ahead.
I have big crab baskets to fill. My mother was one of the most legendary walkers to ever lead us, and she taught me everything I know about crabbing. We lost her to the Twilight's Blade, and I had to take up the position she left behind. I think about her too much. I'll be too sad and distracted to fix this crisis.
It is Akilzan's favored.
Our traps being mucked up with the void will explain why we've been catching fewer crabs, and why some of the crabs have made our people sick. Please clean our traps upriver. Based on Naktek's report, the infected crabs sound dangerous, so be careful when approaching those traps. You can find the baskets nestled among the sticks or bases of waterfalls. They provide a natural disguise. Crabs are easily tricked by that way.
The Eagle Lore bring you victory.
Slaughtering Brawlers. While I continue to scout the area for causes of this famine, please harvest crab meat for our refugees. The hunger only gets worse as our investigation goes on. Since the traps aren't working, you have to hunt those crabs yourself. Get food straight from the source. Make sure you're getting healthy meat. Though, I'm worried about some of those crabs being infected by the void.
Lord bless you like you blessed us.
I'll meet you near the top of the proud. We will get to the bottom of this. Yeah. The spirit paw just been shoving random void things into crab traps. Man, I can't imagine how many crabs they have to go through to feed a tribe. Granted, you know, how big the tribe is in storyline versus how big it is in video game are very, very different things. You know, storyline Tauren makes sense. Because in Warcraft 3, they were at the verge of extinction. So the fact that there really aren't that many Tauren around makes absolute sense. Because there's not many. How did that hit you? Because there really weren't that many Tauren left. So them having what is effectively like a couple hundred people left at most. I mean, were this not a magical fantasy realm with a high fantasy setting, they'd probably be below repopulation threshold by the end of Warcraft 3. But, you know, that's kind of irrelevant. On the other hand, like, there's a bunch of factions that have way more or less people than they probably should. Tauren are just the best example of, yeah, there shouldn't be many Tauren, and there aren't. Of course, that's not counting the Tauren factions in Legion or Northrend, Broken Isles or Northrend, because those are separate. Those groups were not on the verge of extinction to the same point as Cairn's Tauren. So they should probably have more. Yeah, the Tonka were actually pretty close now that I think about it, because they were getting completely decimated by the Scourge. So I guess the only ones were the High Mountain Tauren. High Mountain Tauren should have a full, good population. Because we got to them before the Legion completely destroyed them. Is that one gonna be a void grab? That was a good kick. Oh, it had two grab me.
Oraka, my friend.
It's another working treasure. Gonna go after that in a second. The void sickens me. Has caused me enough pain. Those Twilight's Blade cultists used it to destroy what's most precious to me, my village and my mother. Now seeing the void popping up by our crabbing grounds and causing problems for our refugees, making me relive those terrible memories over and over. Let's get to the bottom of this.
A fair wind brought you to me,
Were you able to clean any of the traps, or find a source for the filth gumming them up?
I'm listening.
Those shards you found must have caused the void pollution clogging our traps. I'm glad you removed them. The river looks much cleaner, and our trap count is back to normal for now. May these baskets receive Nalarak's blessing and provide for the Raven Tusk monster.
The keen eye of
My
Akilzan
people
be
have been
on you
through so much.
always.
Everyone deserves a warm home to return to. A hearty meal to restore their strength and spirit.
Talk to me.
This is more meat than we've seen all week. My people will be grateful for an actual meal.
The Eagle Lore bring you victory.
I followed the void pollution trail upriver and spotted a beast before it ran off to its cave. An enormous void adult crab was shedding those shards that were polluting the river. As long as this beast lives, it will keep spreading pollution, infecting crabs with the void. It must be stopped. I'll stay and fight. I'd stay and fight, but I must warn everyone at the overlook. Play the crab.
May you always see the
And
way
do.
ahead.
Oh. Is it? Not only it's a high value target also. Neat. That's a perfect example of what I mean, though. Some crabs are skinnable, some of them are not. And it's completely unclear which ones are which. Why was that one skinnable, but all the crabs up to it weren't? Hello, you two.
Do you need protection?
I'm guessing these are the quests I should have picked up before going up to deal with the crab stuff. Spirit Paw?
I fight for the revenue.
I just chased away some furbolgs that were acting real strange. They were arguing, and then one walked towards Zul'Jan with his hands in the air. I charged at them to scare them off. They are usually hostile. Who knows what they were gonna do. But little Jew wants to see what they wanted. Our scouts saw them follow the river east to the north side of the lake, track them down, do what they want. Let's trick them and kill them.
May the bear Loa be your bastion.
Ashura.
We shouldn't assume that they want to kill us. It looked like they wanted help. It's the Ashura again? You willing to help me? Or does Zul'Jan got you on a short leash? No? Then I got a job for you. One of my gods, Idago, was killed in the massacre at Raventusk Village. I wish to honor him with funeral rites. We Raventusk burned the bodies of our dead, but we don't have Idago's body. I'm going back to the Surge to retrieve something of his. We'll burn that instead. My honor god, Elna, will not go and says it is too dangerous. But you'll keep me safe, won't you?
Loa guide you.
Tokobani.
Skinning
Welcome.
knife. Oh,
May
right.
it die.
There was that other leatherworking thing up there. You go get that. I commented on it and then just ignored it and left. Right there. This is mine now. That was leatherworking, not skinning. I'm not high enough leatherworking to use it yet, so whatever. There's also the tablet in there, but I'm not gonna worry about that right now.
Akilzan Dakaru.
I don't know if the Twilight Blades hated that beast or not, but it needs to go.
You honor me,
So
Hashura.
the Twilight's blade hasn't just hurt the Raventusk, but our wildlife as well. We must keep an eye on the cultists and protect Nalorak, prowl from their pollution. The health of our people and our crabs is my top priority. Seeing my people starve under my watch filled me with rage and guilt, like I was tarnishing my mother's memory as head river walker. Your aid has helped me become the leader my river walkers need. Thank you.
You're always welcome among the Amani.
Nope, I'm not disciplined. Have enchanting on this character. Why is that? Okay.
We are Nalarak's claws.
I thought there was only one thing in there for me, but there was two. Neat.
Everything is of the finest quality. Reventusk quality. You have fine taste.
Alright. Where to? Where to? Over here. and Fleeg. We meant no harm. We wanted to talk about Nalarak. A bear showed up that says it speaks for our Loa, but it feels wrong. Maybe with your help, we can sniff out a solution. Not quite Nalarak. Were you the one we saw enter Nalarak's temple with Zul'Jan? No, that hasn't happened yet. Stop talking about that. I thought so. Zul'Jan spoke to him, didn't she? That doesn't make sense. The new voice of Nalarak says Nalarak won't speak to anyone but him. He gave some of the tribe trinkets. Okay. To feel closer to Nalarak, but the tribe now fights over them. Ursus think it's unfair they don't get any, but the chosen cling to them. You must take them before more blood is spilled. Everybody wants to fight, even if they got no trinket. Be careful. We should never have gone hunting so far away. We came back to a mess. I'm glad we didn't get corrupted and conceit here. What corruption? It's a subtle feeling. It makes my fur wriggle on my skin. To see it, you have to look hard, but it's dark and unpleasant. I think it came on very slowly, and now it's too late for them to sense it anymore because it's inside them too. Too much twilight. This big bear called himself the voice of Nalarak, has chosen some of our tribe as his favorites. He doesn't know, but I saw him put dark glowing lodestones in the totems around the village to give his chosen power. Dark power radiates from them. The power smells wrong, not like Nalarak. Our guardian bears get agitated and upset near them. They can smell it too. We must cleanse the camp, get rid of those totems. Bear guardians never lie. Something bad is there. Which way are you going, guy? Can I skin those bears? I can skin those bears. And it was kind of worth it. Free skins. Okay, how many amulets do I need? 4 more. Another enemy that probably does too much damage. I'm not ready for him yet. think that's done for me. Now I just need the last totem over here. And that high value beast that's down there. That's also something that I need. You. What's my cooldown? 16 minutes. So not done yet. That's the only thing that matters. It's not done yet. I don't know what this fake bear is planning, but it's better that his lodestones are destroyed. Something is harming the spirit paw, but their hides are thick and their ears full of fur. They won't listen, they don't see it, but can you see it? Bleak and me went far. We went all the way up to the north to find better fish. We also got lost. But when we got back, we saw all the shadows, and nobody will listen to us when we point it out. Would they listen to Nane, the lowest speaker of Nalarak? I think it's this voice of Nalarak is very convincing since it's a giant bear. It felt special to them. Told them not to trust trolls like Narnia. I don't want them. We'll toss them on fire. I think the trinkets were corrupted too. I'm glad the trinkets are out of my tribe's claws. It's just not right. If Chief Grofa is leading the tribe into the dark, he needs to be stopped. The voice of Nalarak dazzled Grofa with trinkets. He keeps them locked away so no one else can have them. If that is true, he's corrupted too, even more than the others. Stop him and get the gifts out of the village. The chieftain has always been greedy, but he's gone too far. Now, logically, these guys shouldn't be empowered as much as they were, because I took out the totems. But I don't think that actually matters, because it seldom does. What is he hoarding in his camp? The bag feels tempting. I don't like it. Good he kept this away from others, but also very bad for him. Precious trinkets. Finally, we get to see what treasures Grofa was hoarding. Furs. Eyes go black as he looks at the bag. The drool from his jowls turns to foam. His claws dig into the sides of the bag as it grips tightens. Maybe the lowest speaker's gifts aren't so bad. Not be so hasty. Watch and keep me safe. Need to burn my things. Barrels of trust. That was scary. We nearly lost Ferg. Leaks Fur twitches in fear and worry as he looks Fur over. said he heard the voice of Nalarex talking to him after touching the treasures, but it can't be Nalarac's voice. Nalarak doesn't need trinkets. Rip out the throat of this evil, dares to say it speaks for Nalarak. Big Bear. Hello, Big Bear. It doesn't get rid of diseases anymore? Turns out the bear was not a bear. Who was it? Twilight's Blade monster. Hope Fur and the others will be okay now that it's dead. We will share the guidance with others and Fur. Yep, turns out the Furbolgs were not being told to fight everything by a force of good or a force that wants to help them. It was just demons. No pockets. Don't worry, gotta worry about that, dude. That's for later. Nope. Let's say, is that a friend? About to help me fight some dudes? Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it at all. That was unfortunate for me. Just have him have his prey amalgam just to pop up on top of me, basically. Nothing. At what point does this start reaching gorilla giblets level of nonsense? There we go. And an Amani headdress. Now, what do I need to do for the Amani headdress? Do I just need to right-click on the feathers? Right-click on the feathers. Now let's check out the waterfall with the small child.
I want to be just like Zul'Jan when I
Long way
grow
down.
up. You're coming back, right?
Yeah, it's pretty far down. But if I don't jump, they'll make fun of me. Maybe if you cheer me on, I can do it.
Aw, can't just stay here forever.
You gonna chicken out again? Why? Where are my parents? Why would I be cheering this child on to jump off a waterfall? This is literally your friends jumping off a bridge.
Did you really meet Aloha?
And thus, I have killed a child. I don't understand the logic of this quest. This quest seems kind of dumb. Honey's bag of treasured trinkets sits empty. If you're lucky, you may be able to find her trail. Nope, don't care enough to fight you guys. Just wanted the item. I'm gonna have to fight these ones though. But I can skin these ones, so it's worth it. I can't skin these ones. That's lame. They didn't do a stealth check on that. I could have probably just helped it.
I want to be just like Zul'Jan when I
I
grow
wasn't
up.
sure how much longer I'd last out here. I was running out of rocks.
You're coming back, right?
Those lizards were waiting at the bottom to drag me off. Did you find my toys and stuff? I tried dropping them so someone would find me. Can't believe that worked. I think you scared them off. It should be safe enough for Jinx to help me.
Are you going
down
back
here.
to City Loa? Take me with ya. What's it like outside Zul'Jan?
There's Jinx. Okay, so we have a couple things here. Because we got plants to pick up still. So let's pick up the plants and then we'll start turning things in. Shade lily. Like that. They live in the shade. Hence the name. Oh hey. The conquest is up now. Since I unlocked my first Loa, I'm assuming.
Greetings, Akiyoson's favored.
Yeah.
Wings
Yeah, no, I'm good on that for the moment. You know what? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I lied.
I go where Zul'Jan leads.
Blessings of the Loa.
The pleasure is mine, Hashira.
My name is Daku Dugal, and you are Ashura. Kinduru has ordered me to train you in the ways of Loa worship. I'm a troll of the Darkspear tribe. We have rediscovered our faith in the Loa already. You do not need to teach me. Take honor in it. Very few go clean, go kinya, have earned the right as you have. I know that Zul'Jan has said that word a couple times already, but it's a much lower volume for me, and sometimes I don't hear it very well, and he says it so quickly that I never picked up the right pronunciation. Beside me is the altar of blessings. You may use it to worship any of our Loa, and you shall receive a sliver of power in thanks. Go ahead, you'll be so kind.
The winds of Akiyozon guide you home.
You may use this altar to worship as often as you wish. Worship glow. Why do these not say what they do? Why do these not say what they do? Blizzard. What? Why? They don't say what they do. Okay. No, there's no way to find out what they do. Like, what does that even mean? Station pack peddlers. Is it just that there's merchants now? Okay, so yeah, that's... These four don't have an explanation. And I'm assuming that's because you learn what they do through the main quest, and they just forgot to put the buff explanations over here. I haven't done the quests on this character, so maybe I don't have the buff because I haven't done the quests yet. Either way, kinda dumb. It should tell you what they do. Okay, so yeah, station pack peddlers throughout the land for use. Okay, that's all it's.
We fight for their money. All
The
of them.
spirit be flowing with strength. He is flowing with strength. You may use the altar as often as you wish.
For Zul'Jan.
Just a few more jade lilies here. Now I can start turning these quests in. There was quite a few of them. First, waterfall girl.
I want to be just like Zul'Jan.
Hey, I jumped off the waterfall and killed a big lizard. I know you helped. Jinx helped you. Thanks.
Aw, can't just stay here forever.
Second is the boar carcasses.
All made or
The art
gathered in
of Amani
Zul'Jan
hunting
with
is about
pride.
discipline. You practice until the skills come as naturally as breathing. Right now, discipline means doing what I tell you.
Ideal in the
You're an
most
impressive hunter.
exotic goods.
That is for sure. Thanks for your help.
Come back soon. I'll have new goods just for you,
Next up. Right, the apothecary's daughter.
What's it like outside
Get
Zul'Jan?
all of them?
Did you really
All in
meet
perfect
the
condition?
Loa?
Maybe you should be
Are you
impressed.
going back to see the Loa? Take me with ya.
Okay. Child is not punished or anything. Child just barely even got a scolding.
It is an honor to battle beside
Lover,
you.
not a fighter. The village has been through a lot lately. Hope this festival will be planned. Hope this festival being planned can lighten the mood. We haven't had a Loa festival since before I was born. The elders have told us what to expect. But it still makes me nervous.
Do you need protection?
Brushed on tooth necklace.
Oraka.
This is from Agara. Always wanted one of these. I'd be happy to go to the festival. Finish my work here first, then go tell him myself.
May Akilzon's eye
Better
be
lover.
on your back.
Another gift.
You got orders,
A
Hashira.
lovely headdress from Zakash. Oh, both Zakash and Agara want me to go with them to the festival. What should I do?
The keen-eyed Kina
Love triangle.
guide you to
It
victory.
seems we have a problem. Agara and Zakash both want to go with me to the festival. Which one do I choose? I like both of them well enough. You need to help me. What do you think?
Nago, soldier.
Zakash. Kagara gave me a beautiful Reshiram tooth necklace. He's not a fighter, but he's smart and cunning. It's also great to talk to, and he can always make me laugh. Zakesh gave me this lovely feathered headdress. It's a surprise to me. He's strong and a great fighter. Knowing he has a softer side makes me like him for his heart. Well, I know which one they want me to pick, and they want me to pick Kagara. They want me to. Too bad for them.
Put a good word in for me to Zul'Jan.
He is strong and thoughtful. I'm sure he will have fun.
Akyazon guides me to victory.
Thank you for helping me. Kagara, Zakesh, I hope we can all still be friends after this. I best go tell my festival partner of my decision. Thank you again. These are the same image. These are exactly the same.
I'll watch your back.
Zul'Jana, you come seeking the power of my tribe's shamans? What do you want?
There are few of us left. We Shadowpine wait before we act. We will listen to the flame. If the time comes when we need to fight, we will fight. Where are the shamans?
Shanalai kindled in you know, none can order the Shadowpine. We wander, obeying only the inner fire in each of us.
Then we'll be left with few warriors, few weapons, and few shamans as well.
It is time for desperate acts. Would you let your people perish because you did not try every option?
Fool elf, I told you the Loa be silent. If you need proof, let the old Loa speaker tell you himself.
Alright, up here was the guy who needed the graduation ceremony of me punching him in the face.
Oraka.
Dorak's enthusiasm concerned me at first. Two eager fighters are often reckless. They lack the discipline necessary to be great warriors. But he surprised me. He was always first to arrive, last to leave, asked good questions, and trained harder than any of my other students. If any of them have earned my respect, it is him. I am still surprised by this myself.
Nago, soldier.
What do you mean I can't do this while I'm midair? Come on, man. Here I am, dying again.
Akyazon guides me to victory.
Own strength proof Norak can hold his own against warriors far stronger than himself. I never expected him to beat you, but the fact that he still breathes is an impressive enough feat, hmm?
The keen-eyed
Not
Kina
really.
guide you to victory.
Kind of.
It is an honor to battle beside you.
If it was against someone else, then, like, yeah, it wouldn't be that surprising. But against an assassin rogue that's didn't hold back on throwing poisons and cutting him up to bleed, and he's like, nah, let's do it again. Yeah, that's a little bit impressive.
You were with me as a child when I last went to Akilzon's temple. Zul'Jana, do you not remember?
Yes, uncle. But even then, the Loa did not speak to us.
Ashura, you get down,
Zul'Jana was a child, and her grandfather Zul'Jan was chieftain. The Loa was still at the heart of Amani culture, as they had been since the Amani's beginning. All the Amani chieftain had to present themselves to the Loa. All the Amani chieftains had to present themselves to the Loa, but only some were blessed by all and became Hashe. Not just a chief, not just a speaker for the Loa, but a fearsome warrior and a pillar of the community. This is the journey Zul'Jan must undertake, Loa willing. This is what we will. This is what will save us. And you, will you help her? Yes, you are not Amani, but you are strong. And I sense Ekilzan has blessed you with victory many times before. I can think no one better to be her Ashura. What's a Ashura? The path of the Hashe is long and arduous, full of trials and perils. Ashura is an acolyte of Hashe. They follow them along the path, they fight for them, and they die for them. Usually they are few. But seeing as I am an old man, my soldiers are injured and Zul'Jan would never agree, I guess Leodrin, saying that with the accent's weird, will have to be the second. An elf bestowed with the honor of being a Hashura. At least the second is you, if not a child of Zul'Jan, a cousin, child of a faraway kin. Finally, dialogue acknowledging that I am also a troll. Let's talk about something else. I will help Zul'Jan.
The Loa always heed us in times of crisis. They may listen now to the right voice, someone on the path of the Hashe.
Come, I need your
Hashe?
counsel.
Has Uncle lost his sense? It is a tale for children. Maybe if this were the old days, generations ago, before the elves arrived. But if the last chance... He just spoke about the Loa being in their lives while Zul'Jan, her grandfather, was in charge. That was only 5 years ago.
You're still a funny one.
Grandfather Zul'Jan was chieftain. That was only 5 years ago.
Zaranago, child.
Oh wait, that was redone into a... Oh, which expansion redid it into a... thing? Old Warlord Zul'Jan. The original release of this was Zul'Jan, right? The original release of Zul'Jan was Zul'Jan. final boss, leader of the Amani, Warlord Zul'Jan. It was only 5 years ago. And even then, this version, the updated version, which takes place after the death of Zul'Jan, still had the Loa. They're still here. Somebody writing storyline for Yamani did not do their research.
And what's the report?
His uncle lost his sense, his tale for children. Last chance we get to try to speak to the Loa. I will try.
Always got a place in Zul'Jan.
I hear you, cat. Yes, hello. The path of the Yamani. I'm not going to read that right, because it has been a couple hours. This is as fine of a stopping point for me as any. It is getting close to 10 o'clock my time, so I'll be ending it here. We will continue the Amani storyline next time. I want to say I did like half of the side quests, but I don't even know if that's true. There's a lot of side quests here. Let's see exactly how many there are. No. You can just type it in. There's a lot of stuff here. Man, a lot of stuff here. That's all abundance. I'm in the wrong section, that's why. Yeah. So, even with all those quests I did, that was less than half of them. Harsh. Harsh. Oh well. Why is this one formatted differently than this one? Is Eversong also formatted that way? Yeah, Eversong's formatted that way also. Huh. Either way, I'm done for the night. For now, at least. Thank you, and enjoy.